Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class we know that we already started the new chapter name, the chapter 9 and the name of the chapter input and output operators, and we know that some of the introduction in our input and output operators as well as about our input operator, and in our input operator we using the library function. The name of the library function called as the SIN, the full form of the SIN, that means the spelling of the SIN CIN, okay, and the full form of the SIN is the console input here, and in our console input we using the operator. The operator is called as the stream extraction operator, and such operator going to write as the 2 greater than sign. And also we know that we completed one more operator. The name of the operator is called as the output operator, and in our output operator, that means using the library function. The library function is the cout, the full form of the cout here, spelling COUT, okay, the full form of the cout, console output here, and in that we using one that means the cout using the operator. The operator name is called as the stream insertion operator here, or in simple words we can say as the 2 less than sign, okay here, and we know that each and everything about the input as well as the output by using the diagram, by using the keyboard as well as the monitor, correct now? Okay, now in today's class we are going to complete one simple program by using the SIN and cout here. So let's what's the program here? So we can say that the program to find the sum of any two integer here, sum spelling is the SUM, okay, to find the sum of any two integers here. So as we know that whatever the program is there, such program going to start by using the hash include IO stream, correct now here? So hash include IO stream dot h here, and later next one maybe some other header file I want to use in this program, maybe the iomanip.h. So maybe to perform any mathematical operation, so one simple mathematical, that means the addition, I am going to add the a and b value and later words put such value into the variable sum. So I am using the mathematical, that is the iomanip, okay, the manipulation in this case, and such manipulation holds the object nline and set w, okay here, and also as well as the addition here. So we need the header file as well as some other header file we can use as the conio.h. So why we using the conio? The spelling of the conio is the conio.h here, and such header file is using to hold the function. The function is the clr.scr, and we using the clr.scr, that means to clear the screen. So we know that depend on the function, whatever the variable, whatever the functions we are using in the program, depend on them we need to use the header file in the program. Otherwise should it need or should it giving some of the error in the program while going to execute the program here. So just only 3 header file. If you want you can write C type each and everything. Maybe if you are using, not using, no any problem if you are not going to use any variable in the program, but in this program I want to use the first header file is the iostream.h, second header file is the iomanip.h, and third one is the conio.h here. And we know that after using here no any global declaration, no any definition section, very simple program. So we know the meaning of the program, and in this program just only we are going to find out the sum of any two integers, okay here, we are adding the sum of any two integers here. So just only I am going to start the function by using the main function. The main function, that means inform the or instruct the compiler the program program going to start, correct no? And the main should be written in lower case letter kya, and should not be terminated by using the semicolon. Don't use the semicolon. Clear this point here? So void space main main open close here, and after that we need to open the flower bracket. Why we using the flower bracket? Set of the flower bracket, opening of the flower bracket, that means it indicates the starting of the program, the opening of the program. And after opening of the flower bracket here, we need to declare the variable. What are the variable we need in the program? So such variable going to declare by using their data type. If you are using 10, 20, then sure the data type is the int. If you are using 10.5, 20.3 here, then sure we need to use the data type float. But in this program no need here, simply the whole number value we are going to use here. So the data type int is suitable for such variable. So the variable I am using as the A and B. Clear this point here? Two variable ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಟೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ? ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಸಪರೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ comma. Clear this point here? And also with that we need one more variable. The variable name is the sum. So clear this one? Not just only the A, B, with that we need one more variable, because here first of all after adding A and B value, later words put such value into the variable sum, in this case sum of any two integers. So clear this point here? Okay, now A, B and the sum, and finally such a statement going to terminate by using the semicolon. Okay kya? And later we already used the header file. The header file is the conio.h here. So because of this now I can use the CLR SCR open close semicolon here, okay, to clear the screen. That means here maybe if any error it going to clear each and everything here. So such a CLR is using to clear the screen, and the comment line of such line we can say as the declaration of the variables A, B and sum. Okay kya? And after declaring each and every variable, now I am going to start the program here. So just only I want to display one message. As we know that to display any message, then sure we using the cout, okay, console output here to display any information. And later words after writing cout we using the operator. Such operator is called as the stream insertion operator here. And then maybe to display any information, everything going to start by using the double quotation, and later the message just only enter two numbers. Okay kya? The enter two number. So like that I want to display the message. So how I am going to write? Opening of the double quotation, enter two numbers here, then colon, just to look the attractive of this message here, or to look attractive this message I am using the colon. It not necessary to use, okay, it not compulsory to use the colon. To just look attractive your message we can use the colon here. Then whatever the opening of the double quotation I open, such one going to close after the colon here, and finally this statement going to terminate by using the semicolon. Okay, now in this case I am inputting some value in case of the A and B here. So how I am going to input the value in case of the A and B? By using the sin function. As we know the working of the sin function, we takes the input, correct no? That is given by the user. So whatever the input, what's the value that the user want to input into the variable, such one going to taken by the sin function. Okay kya? So the full form of this sin is the console input, and in that we using the operator. The name of the operator is called as the to greater than, or in simple words we can say as the stream extraction. Okay, the stream extraction operator. And later next one, whatever the variable I want, so such one I am going to use in one statement only. So about this line later words I will tell in case of the cascading of input and output operator. Otherwise you can use like that also sin operator A semicolon, sin operator B semicolon. So instead of by using twicely, we can use in one line only. So like that. So clear this point here. Okay. Now when it going to display the message, enter two numbers. I am going to enter some value into the variable A and B. The value may be the 10 and 20. Okay क्या A ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತೇನೆ, B ಅಲ್ಲಿ 20 ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಗ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಂಟರ್ ಟು ನಂಬರ್. ಆಗ ನೀವು ಕೀಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ A ಗೆ 10 or B ಗೆ 20 ಎನಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ you can give it to the variables here, and after using the value, now such value I want to add into the variable sum. So how I am going to add? That means the A plus B value going to enter into the variable sum, correct? No, the A plus B value, maybe A value is equal to 10, B value is equal to 20, 10 plus 20, the value is 30 here. So such value going to add into the variable sum. That means now some variable holds the value is the 30 here. Now whatever the value is that, such value I want to show on monitor. That means sure I am going to start by using Cout. Okay, then the operator opening of the double quotation. So I am writing one message, the sum is equal to, okay, the sum is equal to, that means sure such message going to display on the screen. As we know that without double quotation or with double quotation, what it going to display? So the sum is equal, that is going to display on the monitor, and later next one whatever the value is that, such a sum going to display, whatever the value is that, such a value going to display here. So clear this point here, and later maybe you want to display, otherwise okay, this it's a first program, so no need about this one. So just only it going to display the message, the sum is equal to, now whatever the addition of the sum is that, such value going to display. So here we can say that after completing, we need to complete the gets here, and finally we need to close the flower bracket. So this is the end of the program. So later words, after the execution, it going to display some of the output. How it going to display the output in this case here? So first of all, while going to display the output in this case, the output going to display as the output. So first of all, it providing enter two numbers, maybe number is 10 and 20, you want to enter for A and B here, and later next one it displaying the sum is equal, and lastly 30. So like that it going to display the output. So clear this point here. So this is the output of this program. So clear now how to write the program in this case here. So whatever you are going to write by using the double quotation, such one going to display as a message here, and maybe if you are not using double quotation, it going to display the value of this sum. As we know that we already added A plus B value, and such value put into the variable sum. Because of this reason, now the variable sum holds the value 30 in this case. So it going to display the sum value is equal to 30. So clear this point here. What about the sum program here? Okay, now after completing the one program, now shall we go for our next concept? The next concept is the cascading of input and output operators. The cascading of input and output operators. So what about the cascading of input and output operators? So here we can say that our C++ programming language support the uses of the stream extraction. As we know, the stream extraction, how to write the stream extraction operator. So the stream extraction operator we are going to write in this manner, and also our C++ support the operator. The operator is the stream insertion operator many times in a single sin, and that is called as the input, and single cout, that is called as the output statement. Clear this point here? So whatever I said here, it is a very important concept for the 5 marks, maybe 2 marks or 1 marks, the cascading of input and output operator. So cascading ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು? So here just only we can say that our C++ supporting the operator are the stream extraction ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? stream extraction operator ನಮ್ಮ sin function ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, and also it supporting the stream insertion operator, and such operator is using in our cout to display the information many times in single sin, that is called as the input, and many times in single cout, that is called as the output statement here. So now let's the meaning of the cascading of input operator. I am just selected the cascading of input operator. As we know, our concept is the cascading of input as well as the output, but now just I want to select the cascading of input operators. So here the meaning we can say that if a program, that means maybe when you are going to solve any program, require more than one input variables, that means in this program not just only the one variable is there, sometimes we need to use in the program more than one variable, more than one input variable, then it possible to input this variable here just by using a single sin statement. Clear this point? So how I used in this line? So I used as the sin A B. So that one only I want to tell here the meaning of the cascading of input operator. Otherwise we need to use sin A semicolon sin B. It's a time consuming operator, is it? It's a time consuming process in this case here. So but instead of this one we can say that here it possible to input more than one variable in a single sin statement using multiple stream extraction operator is called as the cascading of input operators. So clear this point here. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? cascading of input operator ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? otherwise ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೇವೆ? sin A semicolon sin B semicolon ಎರಡು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ, separately ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಬರೀತೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ when you are going to write all those, it's a time consuming process, but it possible to input this variable more than one input variable just by using in a single line, correct? No, just by using the multiple stream extraction operator. This is called as the cascading of input operators. So clear the meaning of the cascading of input operator? Okay, now we can say that such operation or such process not going to use in our cascading of input operator. Similarly we can output the multiple result just by using or we can do it just by using the process kya, the single cout statement. Okay kya, by using the single cout statement using the multiple stream insertion operator, and such one is called as the cascading of output operators here. Or together we can say when you are going to use maybe the input, maybe you are going to use the output just only by using single sin statement or by using single cout statement. In sin statement means by using the multiple stream extraction operator. Cout means by using the multiple stream insertion operator are called as the cascading of input output operators here. So clear this point here, the cascading of input output operators here. So one example we can say that here, the cout, as we know that in our cout we using the operator stream insertion operator. I want to display the message, so such message I want to write by using the double quotation, enter the value of x here, and whatever the double quotation I open, such double quotation I need to close, correct? No, then open, then terminate this statement by using this semicolon, and later words I am using some value to the x variable by using or inputting some value to the x variable by using the sin function here, and also here two variables are there, so separately. So instead of this one, correct? No, instead, that means here separately is there, it's a time consuming process. First of all you have to write the enter the value of the x here, sin x, then later again you need to write cout, then operator, then again opening of the double quotation, enter the value of the y, close the double quotation, semicolon, sin y here. So here we can say that instead of this this since statement twice. How many times I return this since statement? That means twicely, correct? No, 2 times. ಎರಡು ಸರ್ತಿ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So instead of writing or instead of using this since statement twice here, so very easily we can use such a sin or such we can use very easily such a single since statement using the multiple stream extraction operator. So how we need to write here? Just only we can write as the see out, then opening of the double quotation, enter the value of x and y, correct? No, together here enter the value of x and y here, then closing of the double quotation, semicolon, sin and x as well as for the y, correct here? So like that, so this type of information or this type of writing, this statement is called as the cascading of input operators here. Clear this point? As we know that means if a program require more than one input variable, then it possible to input this variable in a program by using the single since statement and also by using the multiple stream extraction operator is called as the cascading of input operator. It is not called as the cascading of input operator because we return separately, correct? Look here, since statement return twicely here, but such a since statement going to write in one statement. Now this is called as the cascading of input operator, and like that only we can say that similarly not just only for the sin input statement or cascading of input operator we can use it. Similarly we can output the multiple result just by using the single cout statement or by using the multiple stream insertion operator. So how we are going to write here? That means cout, use the operator, opening of the double quotation, the sum of, that means here x and also the y is equal to x plus y. So this is the example or this is the suitable example for our cascading output operator. Otherwise we need to show the sum of x and again cout, use the operator, the sum of y. So instead of this one, just only in one line we can show such information, correct? No here. So that means we can say that using the single cout statement or by using the multiple stream insertion operator we can write the multiple output result here. So we can write as the cout, use the operator, opening of the double quotation, the sum of closing of the double quotation, and then here no double quotation is there for the x, then sure what's the value we are assigning, providing to the x, such value going to display, okay here, and y later x plus y, how it going to display the output. Now let's how it going to display the output here. So we can say that it going to display the output as the sum of, and later maybe the x value is 10 and 20 is equal to 30. Clear this point here? So like that it going to display the answer. So if you are writing this point, if you are going to write in this way here, that means sure we'll get the output as the sum of x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಾವು x ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, and as it is it going to display as a message because need to return as in double quotation here, and the y that is equal to 20 and equal sign it going to display, and lastly whatever the x plus y, as we know the x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, so totally it going to provide the value that is equal to the 30 here. Now we know that the meaning of the cascading of input and output operator. Now let's about the next point is some points to be noted. So what are the important points are that we need to know or we need to note in our cascading, or we need to know in case of the input and output operators. So the first point, so in this point we can say that about first of all the meaning of the cascading of input output operators. So here we can say the multiple uses of input and output operator in a single sin statement, in a single cout statement. Maybe sin means using stream extraction operator, or cout means using stream insertion operator is called as the cascading of input output operator. Is it right here? Now just whatever I said, it is the meaning of the cascading of input output operator. So we can say that here the meaning of the cascading the multiple uses of input and output operator in a single sin and cout statement or in a single input and output statement is called as the cascading of input and output operators. Okay, now this is about the first meaning. Now we know that input operator, so we can say that such input operator is also called as the stream extraction operator. The stream, that means the input operator, is also called as the stream extraction operator, as we know that the operator we are need to use as a 2 greater than sign here, and this one is also known as the get from. Clear this point here. What about the stream extraction operator is also called, as we know that the input operator is also known as the stream extraction operator. The operator going to write as the 2 greater than sign. So this operator is called as stream extraction operator here, and also meaning of the stream extraction means here get from. That means here it is used to read the value of our standard. That means going to read the value from the standard input device. Correct? No, we are getting the value from the keyboard. We are getting or getting the value or through the value from the keyboard here. So this is about our input operator here. And after completing the input operator, now let's about our output operator here. So such output operator is also known as stream insertion operator. And we know that such sign we need to write as the 2 less than sign, meaning our put to 2. Correct in this case? Now we know that first point I said about the cascading of input output operator, the multiple uses of here the input and output operator, or here we can say about the multiple uses of the stream extraction and stream insertion operator is called as the cascading of input and output operator. And next thing about the input operator also called as the stream extraction operator, this sign going to write as 2 greater than means get from. That means here we are going to get the value or any or read or going to input the value from the standard input device through the keyboard. We are getting the value, and later next one, the third point we can say that stream extraction operator, that is called as the our input operator. Now the third one is the our output operator is also called as the stream insertion operator. And how to write this sign? That means here we are using this sign 2 less than sign. The meaning is the put to 2. So what about the put to 2? That means here we can say that send value to the our output device. Correct? Now in this case here, so here just only we are going to that means send the value to our output device, that is called as the monitor. Whatever the value we get through the keyboard, now such value going to display by using the stream insertion operator, that is called as the put to 2. That means here to send value to our standard output device here. And later after the fourth point we can say about, in this case the fourth point here we can say about in our, here we are using the sin and cout. Correct? No, sin and cout are the our predefined operators, or we can say all are the keywords. Now what about the keyword? The keyword means it is a predefined words here. It gives special meaning to the compiler. Correct? No, the sin and cout. This sin and cout, that is our fourth point. As we know that sin, C-I-N, cout, C-O-U-T here. So sin and cout are the keyword. The meaning of the keyword, it is a predefined word, and such word gives some of special meaning to the compiler. The meaning of the sin, that means it takes the input. Correct here? And the meaning of the cout, it display the output, or we can say that the text present inside the double quote going to display it on the output screen, that is called as the monitor here. So this is about our sin and cout. And later later we can say that about the manipulators. Okay, so what about the manipulators in this case here? So we can say that in our manipulator are the operators, and such manipulator operator are used along with the output. The manipulators, that is our, we can say the manipulator, that means just only going to use in case of our stream insertion operator. So manipulator operator are used along with the output here because to manipulate or modify the output. Clear this point here? So some of the manipulators are the end line and set W. Now let's, what's the use of the end line and set W? So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ? ನಾನು 5th ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ನಮ್ಮ 4th ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಸಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಔಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಆಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್, ಪ್ರೀ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್, ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಚ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ that such word gives some of the special meaning to the software that is called as the compiler here. And next thing, the 5th point here we can say some of the manipulator operators are there. Manipulator operators here. So why we using manipulator? That means such operator used along with the stream insertion. Stream insertion ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ output. Okay kya? See out ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು objects use ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು manipulator operator use ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Yeah, so we can say that used along with the output to manipulate and modify the output. So some of the manipulator operators are the end line and the set W. So why we using the end line? That means the meaning of the end line, it works like an escape sequence \n. What's the use of the \n? As we know that in order to perform the line break, correct no? Line break on the output. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನನಗೆ 1 by 1 ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಮೇ ಬಿ ನೀವು ನಂಬರ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ, ಈಗ 1 2 3 4 5 ನಂಬರ್ ಬರೀದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸೇಮ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ 1 2 3 4 5, how we are going to read? We can read as the 12,345, but actually all are the separate numbers. That means it should need to use 1 2 3 4 5. So like that means sure I need to use the manipulator operator. The manipulator operator is the end line. Clear this point here? End line. So we can say that it provide the line break on the output. That means it giving the output in a separate line, okay, one after the another. So this is the work of the end line. Instead of \n we can use the end line also to display any information one after the another. It works like the enter key, okay. And later next one, the set W. So what about the set W? Sometimes we need to use all those data elements. Data elements means all these only the data elements here one after the another here. So how it possible? That means sometimes we are no any space. So that means here we can't assign whether it's a different word or whether it's the same word. Is it possible to know about this one, whether it's a 1 2 3 4 5 or whether it's a 12,345 here? No, we can't think about this one, whether it's a mixed numbers here or whether it's a separate number. So just only to leave some of the space in between the numbers, we need to use the operator, the manipulator operator. The operator is called as the set W. So in case if you are using the set W, then sure it leaving some of the space in between the numbers. Clear this point here? So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರಿನ ಮಿಡ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟರ್ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದರ ಹೆಸರು set W. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಎಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ set W ಅಂತ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆಗ ಒಂದು ಹೆಡರ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿ ಹೆಡರ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ as the iomanip.h. how we are going to write? Hash include, then angle bracket, iomanip.h. so finally we can say that the iomanip.h header file that hold the objects are the end line and the set W. So clear this point, the meaning or the some important point to be noted in case of the input and the output operators. Okay, we know that. Now just we completed some of the concept of the input and output operators here, and we know some important note about the input and output operator, that is about our cascading of input and output operators, about the input operator that is called as the stream extraction, about our output operator that is called as the stream insertion here, and also we know about the syn and cout are the keywords, and also the manipulator operators are the end line and set w here. So after completing the each and every point, now we'll go for our next concept. The concept is it is one of the program here. Now in this chapter just we are going to write how to solve the program here. So each and everything, so you have to listen it properly how we are going to write the program. Okay, now the program, the question is convert temperature in Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so in this program we are going to make the conversion, and the conversion, that means the temperature that is in the Fahrenheit into the Celsius. Okay, now we know this is the question, that means the Fahrenheit into the Celsius. So before going to write any program, let's the formula for our Fahrenheit into Celsius, or maybe the Celsius into Fahrenheit here. Okay, so in this case the first thing about our Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, kya the Celsius to the Fahrenheit, so the formula is Fahrenheit is equal to, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು, that means Celsius ಇಂದ Fahrenheit ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? So F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32 here. So this is the formula for the Celsius to the Fahrenheit. But in this program we don't want, because we know that the question from Fahrenheit into the Celsius, correct no? Fahrenheit in the Celsius, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? Celsius is equal to 5/9 and F minus 32. Okay, so this formula we need to convert from Fahrenheit into the Celsius. Okay, we know that the formula that is about from Celsius to Fahrenheit as well as the Fahrenheit into the Celsius. So the first is going to write the program, or while starting the program we know that it going to start from the header file hash include iostream.h here, and second header file maybe I want to use end line in the program, or maybe I want to use set w objects in the program, then sure I am using header file. Header file is the iomanip.h here, or maybe any clr ser is there, you can write one more header file. Header file is the conio.h. so depend on the function, depend on the variable what you are going to use in the program. You can write this one. Okay, now after writing the header file, as we know that it going to start from the void main, correct no? Void main open close here, then opening of the flower bracket, as we know that it indicate opening of the program here, and later after opening of the program what are the variable you want to declare in the program, such variable declaration we need to use, we need to declare after opening of the flower bracket. Now as we know that the Fahrenheit, so maybe I want to display 32.0, then sure we need to use the data type that is the float. ಅದೇ ನೀವು 32 ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರೆ int data type ನಮಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮಗೆ 32.0 32.1 ಅಂತ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್? ದಿ ಒನ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ Fahrenheit and second variable name is the Celsius. Okay, now such one going to separate by using the comma, and finally such a statement going to terminate by using this semicolon. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು? ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ Fahrenheit and Celsius by using the data type float. Okay, here so ಇದು ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. Okay, now I want to display one message, so we know that how to display the message by using the cout, and in cout we using the operator, stream insertion operator, output operator, and going to write as the the 2 less than sign. Then maybe you want to display such message on the monitor screen, then sure you have to open the double quotation. Now the message I want to display as the enter the value of the Fahrenheit. As we know that such colon, if you want you can write, it depend on you. If you want to look your message attractive, then you can use the colon here, and we know that opening of the double quotation is there, means sure such message need to close by using the double quotation. And finally statement going to end or terminate with the semicolon. Now ಇದು ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ. ಸೊ ನೌ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಇಂಟು ದಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾರನ್ಹೀಟ್. ಫ್ಯಾರನ್ಹೀಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು answer it possible to get the answer or the result of the Fahrenheit into Celsius, correct no. So now by using to input any data into the variable Fahrenheit, then sure going to need to use the sin operation, and sin operation using the operator is the input operator and also called as the stream extraction operator to greater than sign. And later how we are going to declare the Fahrenheit variable spelling, like that only we need to use. Maybe while going to use in double quotation any type of the spelling you can use, no any problem. But while going to input some data into the variable, then sure how the variable declared, maybe capital F, then capital F only. Maybe just only if I are declaring F means just only we need to write as the F only. So depend on the declaration of the variable we need to use. Okay kya? Sin Fahrenheit, that means when you are displaying the message I am inputting some value into the variable Fahrenheit here. And after now Fahrenheit ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? ಫ್ರಮ್ that is from Fahrenheit into Celsius, the formula is the C is equal to 5/9 into F minus 32. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ Fahrenheit ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ Fahrenheit ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ನಂತರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So here we already given some value into the Fahrenheit, maybe the value is 105. Okay, I added to the variable Fahrenheit here. So now I am using the formula is the now how why I return Celsius, as we know that the Celsius I completed while going to declare the variable Celsius, I completed CELSIUS here. So like that only we need to write in the program how we declaring the variable, like that only, there is no any compromisation. Okay kya? So Celsius is equal to 5.0, that means we know that how we given the data type is in fractional point, float here, so we can use the 0.0. Okay kya? So 5.0 divide by 9.0 here, and later as we know that here some of the multiplication is the multiplication Fahrenheit minus 32.0 closing of the parenthesis semicolon. So first of all we open double quotation, double parenthesis here, so one bracket we already closed, correct? Now after the 9.0 now one more bracket left here, so I closed after the 32.0 and then semicolon. So we can say that we can use the formula of the Fahrenheit into the Celsius, as we know that the formula 5/9 into Fahrenheit minus 32. So like that only we completed the formula. After the completion of the formula of the Celsius to here, that means Fahrenheit into the Celsius, now just I want to display the message, as we know that the displaying of the message cout operator and later Fahrenheit, that means such one I want to display in message, as we know that without double quotation or with double quotation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ವಿದೌಟ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೀವು Fahrenheit ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಯಾ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ Fahrenheit. Okay, maybe the Fahrenheit value is 105 here, so that means sure it going to display 105, but F going to display as a message. Okay, F is equal to Celsius, it also going to display as a value of the Celsius. And lastly C, okay, and we know that this end line is using, why we using the end line, because I want to display such information in next line, okay. So from next line, one after the another, from next line means sure we are using the manipulators operator, that is the end line. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ, C out operator Fahrenheit double quotation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುವುದಲ್ಲ, it's a value to display the value. Then again you need to use the operator, then opening of the double quotation, F is equal to closing of the double quotation, then again operator Celsius, that means here also I want to display as a value of the Celsius, then operator, then later next one I want to display C in a message as a message here, then again operator and the end line semicolon. And lastly after completing, sure before going to close the flower bracket, we need to use the get ch, okay kya, the get ch, it is the rules of the program. Get ch in this case here, it is the function, and and such get ch using one operator, that means the header file is the hash include conio.h. Clear this point here, the header file hash include conio.h here, as we know that means here it read the character from the keyboard but does not display the character on the screen, and they just only written the character or display the character when you are going to press the enter key. So this is the function of the get ch open close semicolon closing of the flower bracket. As we know that output how it going to display, as we written in our message, enter the value of the Fahrenheit. So just only the enter the value of the Fahrenheit output ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಆಗ ನೀವು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ Fahrenheit ಗೆ ಕೊಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Clear this point here, you need to give some of the value to the Fahrenheit. So the value I want to use in this program as the 105 here. So when you are providing 105 to the variable Fahrenheit, it calculating the formula by using the formula 5.0 divided by 9.0 into 105 minus 32, and after that it going to display the answer as the Fahrenheit. As we know that Fahrenheit is the 105, F going to display as a message, equal sign is there, equal as it is, and later the value of the Celsius. So Celsius value when you are multiplying this formula will get the value as the 26.3333, and lastly the C. So this is the one program about our Fahrenheit into Celsius. It's very important program also. So clear the program now. So this is just only the first program about our input and output operator, that is the Fahrenheit into the Celsius. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.